Hey guys, we're here in Beverly Hills. I'm here with Zach, Black Model 3, and we've got FSD on the Cybertruck, so we're gonna test it out. We're headed to Father's office in Santa Monica, and this is our first video, so let's see how FSD performs. Come on, you can do it. I think there are some cars coming, so it's just kind of checking to make sure that it's clear before it proceeds. After these cars pass, then it'll probably start moving. Come on, come on.
He's really thinking about it.
You can do it. Come on. Ooh, nice phantom drop it.
Let me give it a little accelerator press. That's an issue that I see on my Model 3 as well. It doesn't want to start driving a lot of the time. I think it's just super cautious about making sure that it's able to go. So overall, from my drive so far, it seems like there is a little bit more tuning needed for the size of the Cybertruck. But overall, it works just like FSD on any other Tesla vehicle. You can see it's got hands-free. Oh. Feels really close, but it's not actually. It's a little weird getting used to FSD on the Cybertruck.
The front end is so short.
Right. So we're going to be turning left onto Sunset Boulevard and taking Sunset Boulevard all the way to Santa Monica. That's about 10 miles away. It's going to take us about 20 minutes to get there. All right, nice and smooth. It's a godsend, obviously, after driving my Cybertruck manually for 10,000 miles. So handy to have, and this now has end-to-end on the highway as well. It's the first vehicle to get it. So pretty impressive. Everything they actually outlined in the roadmap, they got to by the end of September. We're a half mile away from Sunset Boulevard. Car's going 29 and a 25, which is about right. Very gentle stop.
Really smooth braking.
Overall, it feels a little bit slow, but it is going, I think, a good safe speed, and I am a little nervous about FSD on the Cybertruck, so I'm glad it's not going too fast quite yet. But one interesting thing is there's no assertive, average, or chill profile. You just kind of have one profile for FSD on Cybertruck right now. There's Sunset Boulevard up ahead. It's making a lane change to get into the left lane. Oh, and there's the famous Beverly Hills Hotel, where the Cybertruck crashed into the sign. Looks like they fixed it now.
It was fixed within a couple hours. It came the next morning to the sign over there and it was already patched.
Pretty big, complicated intersection here. Not a regularly shaped intersection and not even a four-way intersection. There's cars coming from multiple directions. So let's see how... Oh, there's another Cybertruck on the other side of the intersection. I wonder if they're testing FSD too. The way he stopped kind of looked like FSD. I don't know. Okay. We got a green light. Car's waiting a little bit. And beautiful. Oh! Not so beautiful. Not so beautiful after all. So I was going to drive onto the median.
People are requesting you test the new horn, see if it has it.
The new horn.
Is there a new horn?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Sounds like the same old horn.
Sounds same.
Yeah. I don't know if that was like a custom horn or something they did. I don't know. Or if that's going to change for every truck. They said it's coming in a future software update, maybe. Think he's on FSD or manually driving?
Man, you can drive it.
So there's another Cybertruck. We're not the only Cybertruck on Sunset. We're probably the only Cybertruck on FSD on Sunset. It's a pretty curvy road here. Let's see how the Cybertruck handles it. Hopefully better than it handled that left turn. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. There's a few more interventions that you probably wouldn't see on the Model 3. The Model 3 probably would have nailed that. But Cybertruck, for some reason. Okay. Pretty good. I would probably be driving in the left lane. But this isn't wrong, per se. Good handling of the curves overall.
And it's getting really close to the curb, but not too close.
Okay.
And it's keeping a really consistent distance with the curb.
Yeah, the positioning seems to be pretty good. And I mean, this is a pretty crazy street here. And it's handling it pretty nicely. Nice.
Really well done.
Yeah.
It's close. It's really close. Oh.
What was that? Did it go over the
I
curb a
hit
little?
the curb.
You think so?
Yeah, it did.
I think you maybe drove over it a little bit or something.
I think it brushed the side.
Passing Bel Air. I'll have it drive in this lane so it doesn't get too close to the curb.
It's a good test, but
It seems to be doing pretty well.
the street is narrow.
Mm. Very nicely done there. It's honestly better at stopping a reasonable distance away than me. I stop really far away when I'm driving this thing because it's kind of just hard to tell. If you stop the right distance away, you kind of can't see the bottom of the car in this truck. Alright, we didn't knock out any cones, that's good. Alright, we're getting past the worst of Sunset Boulevard. Almost to the 405 now. Wow. That was pretty good. That was good. You see that?
Yeah, that was.
Kind of went over the yellow a little bit because there was another truck and it was narrow.
And the Sierra tried to come in a little bit.
Yeah, it was exactly what I would have done.
See how it reacts to him.
Yeah, he's kind of, this blue car is going over the line a little bit. So it's driving a little more slowly, being super cautious. Really nice. Yeah, I can tell once they get this all tuned up, it's going to work just as well as any other car. It's kind of crazy that it took almost, I mean, this thing launched in November, and it's the end of September, 1 year later. Yeah, 10 months to get it out.
Not an
But-
easy problem to solve, though.
Nope. I mean, this is a lot different than any other Tesla vehicle. The steer-by-wire, just how huge it is. The camera placement's different, just because of the height and everything. It's got the front bumper cam. I wonder if it's using the front bumper. Oh, I felt a little tight. I wonder if it's using the front bumper cam at all for FSD. Alright, we're turning left in a quarter of a mile on Gretna Greenway. Looks super close, not actually that close. It's gonna take a little getting used to.
We're surrounded.
Surrounded by Teslas, yeah. Alright, here's our left turn. We got a big ass semi-truck coming as we get into the left turn lane. And it navigated that well. There's a car coming. All handled beautifully.
That turn was good.
Yeah. Next we're gonna make a right onto San Vicente in half a mile. Alright, we got some speed bumps here. Let's see how it handles these. Speed bump number 1 coming up.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so down to about 14, which is appropriate. Yeah. Slow down to about 15, 14.
Really good speed bump behavior.
Yeah. It behaves just a lot like FSD on the other cars. It's not really that different. It's just kind of a few... It's not quite as good yet, but overall it just
the initial build.
Yeah, could be any other car.
It honestly doesn't even need to slow down that much for bumps.
Yeah, but now with the air suspension on this thing. That's one of the things I love about this. You got to be so careful with bumps and stuff on any other Tesla. This thing you can just fly around and not worry about it. Alright, we got a BMW coming pretty fast. Looks like one of the new i-somethings.
i7.
i7, yeah.
Or if it's not electric, it's 750.
Pretty good right turn there. Waited for the car to pass. Thanks for making a left turn onto 11th Street in 2 miles. Speed limit's 35. The car is going 39. Not bad. Overall, just very comfortable when it's working to just sit and let it handle the driving.
It's gonna make road trips so much better on these.
Yeah. And it's so much nicer sitting in here than in the Model 3, just given the spaciousness. I was driving the Model 3 a lot for FSD. Now it's going to be a lot more tilted towards the Cybertruck. All right, we've made it to Santa Monica. We're 4 minutes away from our destination. All right, we're coming up on the destination now, less than a mile away. So what's your verdict, guys? What do you think about this first drive?
Smooth.
Yeah, pretty smooth. Few errors that the Model 3 wouldn't have made, but I'm sure those sort of kinks will get ironed out over time.
That's why it's an early access build too.
Right. Okay, that was pretty good.
That was great.
Waiting for cars to pass. Yeah, I have to say overall I'm impressed. Based on the release notes especially, I expected it to be a lot worse, but overall it isn't that much different. I wouldn't hesitate to take this over the Model 3 on a long drive. You know, you do have to be a little more cautious, but hey, they both have FSD. And
Doesn't have a stop sign.
they both work. Oh, really?
Oh,
That was
yeah.
interesting. Huh.
maybe I should.
Yeah, but overall, once it fully learns its dimensions, it's great.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only getting better.
Yeah, I mean, the smoothness, like you said, and the comfort are on par with anything else on any of the other cars. It just feels really nice to ride in. This is going to be a godsend for people who've been driving their Cybertrucks manually. Right, we made it to Montana Avenue.
See, it pulls over.
Our destination should be right up ahead. And it pulled over to the side of the road. Beautiful.
Oh, that's great.
It's a great parking job.
Perfect.
Wow.
Okay. Overall, not perfect. Almost drove onto the median on Sunset Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
Had a little trouble getting started, but I'd say it's better than I expected. All right, thanks for watching, everyone, and tune into our next video where we're going to try out end-to-end on the highway for the first time.